Me with hair completely coming back feels weird. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to November. Is it? Yeah, it's the 29th. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to my first interview for Co-op. Welcome to. It's time for me to get out of the house because I need to leave. It's just before noon. I'd like to leave at noon to give myself plenty of time to get my butt downtown. So I should head out. And I'll talk a little bit more on the way. So one thing that you may or may not have noticed today is that I'm in a different car. No, it's that it's raining. It started raining, and I normally would be happy about this, except for the fact that I am in a rather delicate, not delicate exactly, but trying to look pristine, perhaps. That's an odd squealing sound. Wonder what that was. Oh well. My car blows up. We have video evidence as to possibly what went wrong. I don't even know if it was my car, to be quite frank. Anyway, but I know for a fact now I'm going to have good luck today. Why? My Wawa receipt proves it. Oh my goodness, why are people driving at like 40 miles an hour? I need to be over here. Anyway, yeah, look at my little Wawa receipt. You see that? Bam, I got triples. I went to Wawa because what else would I do when I'm going to an interview? I deserve this Wawa. So yeah, I got to Wawa, and I will enjoy it probably once I get there. Considering it is only 12:08, I have plenty of time to get my butt down there. So we will get my butt down there because it's like a 41-minute drive apparently. So I should be there plenty early, but that's what I always do anyway. So
in a half mile, take the exit toward US 1 North, Morrisville.
I get it. I know how to get on the turnpike. Okay, that heat needs to go down. ASAP. Alright, with my heat ducked down, we're gonna go take this exit here to go onto the boulevard. I know, phone! There should be an option on GPSs where it's like, I know how to get on the turnpike. Please don't help me try to get on the turnpike, please. I got that down. Help me at the end. I know the rest of it. I know my neighborhood. I know how to get around. So, I mean, I guess the option is to just activate it once I get to that point. But I don't feel like messing with my GPS while driving. So, whatever. Time to cross 6 lanes of traffic. Oh boy. Actually, I only need to cross 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're here. 2 miles to the turnpike. But my schedule for today is a little bit busy. As you probably would imagine, considering my art history usually starts in 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm not going to that because I simply just don't have time because the slots were just not forgiving with my schedule because of course I have classes that coincide with everything. So we're here. We're ditching my art history class because I figured it was the best option out of the 3 for this week. Because it was either this production workshop tomorrow, major class, also week 10, or the last art history before the final. So I was like, yeah, this is probably going to be the best option. Not going to be convinced otherwise. So that's why we're starting this off bright and early. I would have liked it. There was actually one at 1:30, which I tried to get, and it would have been better. But somebody beat me to it, apparently. Somebody really fast. Okay. Pay attention, please. Anyway, so after that, we are going to go. Oh, would you look at that? So perfect. After that, we are going to go. Oh, look, it's one of the most dangerous intersections in the city of Philadelphia, if not the whole country. And it's also got red light cameras to make things even worse. Anyway, without getting distracted this time, let me
continue on US 1 North for 1 mile.
Well, let me get interrupted again. Let me actually try to get my point across here. So after this interview, which is out in King of Prussia, we're about half an hour away from U-Cross. The interview, I think, is going to want to take around a half an hour, I want to say, assuming it's on time. So we'll have to contend with that. Because I need to get back to U-Cross. Because I have class today. not only an interview, but I also have class still. So I have the last Film Boys in Style class, and if you didn't see, I uploaded a little clip last night. The vlog, it's now before the vlog. If you're wondering, this will be buried by the time you see this in the far future, so I'll put a link in the description, but it's public on the vlog channel. It was just like a 3-minute cut of everything that happened in LA, just to kind of put together as a sample thing for what I was talking about, because I just have not had the time to really cut the full thing and sift through footage. So yeah, that's up. That's kind of what I'm presenting as my final bit for Film Voice and Style. And I'm kind of excited. I need to be over a lane, I think. Yeah, I do. But this jackass is blocking me. Coming in.
In a quarter mile, keep left to stay on US 1 North.
There's the direction, but yeah. So I need to, so I have to get back fairly quickly. Assuming the interview ends on time, which, I mean, I'm not assuming it will, just because things always run late, you know, might have extra questions. Can I talk, please? Somebody's frustrated today. I don't like GPS having to try to talk over.
Take the Pennsylvania Turnpike exit.
I don't need this. Find my own way. We are going to, well, yeah, I'm going to go to, my train of thought has been destroyed. Thank you, GPS. Oh, shit, I need to get the fucking transponder out, and I'm using my transponder hand to hold the vlog camera. I'll be back in a moment. Oh, man, we're cruising. Look at those nice little 70-mile-an-hour speed limit signs. They're the most we have in Pennsylvania, but it's better than the 55 we have to do on I-95. But anyway, people are apparently deciding that it is slow day, which I guess is okay because it's raining, but that is going to slow things down a little bit. But you know, if you're going to slow down and drive slow, you should probably not be in the fast lane. Where was I going to go with that? I think I'm still describing the schedule because I got interrupted by my GPS so many times and having to do the transpass thing, or transponder thing. So I have to get back from the interview to University Crossings. So I need to come back. It's pretty much just going to be on the Schuylkill, but the Schuylkill is a nightmare. Well, not really. It's average for LA. It's a nightmare for Philly. So yeah, let your priorities ride there. Okay, this lane is literally moving faster because this person has decided that they need to be in the fast lane, despite the fact that they are going under the speed limit by an entire 10 miles an hour. So yeah, we're going to just pass them on the right because you're blocking the entire highway. We are going to go, yeah, so after, yeah, so many distractions, good lord. So after interview land, big land, we're going to have to come back to University Crossings. The fastest route to University Crossings is the Schuylkill Expressway. It takes about a half an hour. So assuming we even run a half an hour over, I should theoretically make it back to class on time. And I say theoretically because the Schuylkill is a nightmare to drive, and yeah, it can be bad. So hopefully, because we're coming back at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it might not be that bad, but it's the Schuylkill, so it probably will be. I'm getting my hopes up for no reason. Now, after that, I have, as I was mentioning, 2 classes, Film Voice and Style, which, as I just talked about, that project is online on this vlog channel even, so if you wanted to scroll back a day or two, it's there. I might even put it in the playlist for like a bonus video or something, because this is where it's relevant, even though it's created from vlogs 4 months in the past, 5 months in the past, whatever. Has it really been that long? Those were June vlogs. Holy crap. Anyway, yeah, June is 6. We're at the tail end of November, it's at the 11th, so yeah, it has been 5 months, good lord. I guess that's what happened. I mean, that's literally almost 2 terms ago now. So it was all of summer and now most of fall, because fall is, well, ending next week. As you can tell by that counter taking down the bottom of the thing, because I redid all the counters. and I put the MagFest one in because I should have done that a while ago. But yeah, so bit of a crowded day because even after that I have my Producing for Features final. Yeah. We've got one crowded day ahead of us, and even though we're starting late, we're running late tonight. It's going to be a day. And then also, of course, I have to drive home. And note that that's a big thing so that I'm not an idiot and get on the train to come home. I need to drive home because I'm going to drive downtown. I could theoretically go park somewhere up there and take the train, but it's going to be much faster and much, well, at least theoretically much faster and much, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. Wow, this has been ranty and rambly. It's okay. I've had some short ones recently. Have I? I don't think so. I think the only short one has been my birthday. I think November is above average in terms of average vlog length. Oh boy. That's what happens. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's normal. But I think that's it for the moment. A little busy today. A little bit rainy, a little bit crowded, a little bit cloudy, a little bit foggy. But I'm going to put the camera down. And we're just going to kind of cruise on the highway now until we get to where we are going. And try not to get too wet in the process. 22 minutes to my interview, guys. It's 1:38. Made it here like 12:50, so I've been in this parking lot for quite some time. It's not really in this parking lot, I'm just parked on the side of a street. But that building up there is actually where I need to go, the one I'm hiding from you with my steering wheel, but it's right there, I promise. So, in just a little while, I get to go down there and actually go do an interview, yay! Oh boy. Hey vlog, how you doing? I have you in the car, so you weren't inside with me during the interview because I didn't want to just show up and have a big bulge in my pocket. I mean, I guess bulge in my pocket better than a bulge in the center of my pants, but anyway. Stupid jokes aside, I am on the Schuylkill Expressway now, heading back to University College, which means, yes, my interview is over. And I think it went really, really well. And I'm very pleased with it. And I'm pretty happy, and it's actually even though this is like the one really not film job, I really am happy that I went for this company. So, yeah, I think it's actually going to be a really nice job, and it's certainly one of my top picks right now. I mean, granted that is my first interview, but still. Yeah. I'm pretty pleased with myself, but as I mentioned earlier, I've still got 2 classes today. It is 2:43 in the afternoon. I've been on the road for a little while, but I wanted to get on the Schuylkill before I started vlogging again, just so the GPS would hopefully not interrupt me as much as it was this morning. But yeah, we've got to travel some Schuylkill, which is apparently going to slow down because of rain and stuff. It's not raining as hard, as you can probably tell by the fact that we're not driving in a continuous cloud, except for when that truck passes by and it spurts water everywhere. But yeah, it definitely has slowed down a bit. But we've got to go make our way. The Schuylkill is pretty much going to take me right back to campus, but the Schuylkill, for those of you who don't know, is one of yeah, I'd call it one of the, not even one of the, it's probably the most crowded road in Philadelphia and the suburbs, next to possibly the Vine Street Expressway. But that's beside the point. Ooh, boy, that one was juicy. Like, I need juicy. Anyway, I'm going to go back. It's time for Allison's class, Film Voice and Style. I'm showing you the clip that I made and posted on the vlog channel yesterday that you might have already seen. And then I'm going to go to producing and take a final. So that'll be a fun day. Maybe we'll get out early. Who knows? I'm excited. Well, Bethany wished me a happy birthday by throwing my present at me. So I think it's only Keen that we need to open it now before she throws it at me again. Knock knock jokes for kids. It even has my name on it.
I know.
You just spelled it wrong. Or correctly. Hey Bethany, knock knock.
Who's there?
Weirdo.
Weirdo who?
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I was assuming it on you.
You showed them Akira for the first time.
Oh, why?
Yeah. And
lungs are only so powerful. Well, Let's loosen this up a little bit and probably take my jacket off. Out from my producing file now. 7:04 p.m. according to my car clock. Look, a train. Time to hit the road going home. Alright, we'll fix that in a little bit. But yeah, it's time for me to go home. And I don't think we're at the end of the vlog today, so I'll just meet you guys back at home so I can drive in peace. Because it's basically the end of rush hour, so let's just not deal with it. Well, I got a new toy today. And I would say it's a little bit of a surprise, but yeah, it's kind of already open. Well, not open, but in a very unmarked box. Or the opposite of that, actually. A very marked box. But before I get to that, I just want to show one more thing. Because if I go over to my bag here, Blizz was really, really nice and got me another one of the Seagate 5TB expansion drives, which is the exact same one that I have over there, and I've been using for a couple of months now, for actually close to a year. I got this a while back. But yeah, so I can continue to DIT things, and it's got part is thanks, part is birthday present, part of Christmas, so yeah. It's 5 more terabytes that I theoretically have, except for what I'm actually probably going to wind up doing, is tying these two together and using them in RAID. Because that'll probably actually be pretty good. That'll be fun. So thank you to Liz for that. But let's get to this now. Let's actually get this open. Because I figured out how to open it considering that you're not supposed to use a knife. Let me go figure that one out real quick. Haha! I did it without breaking the rules, or at least not breaking the rules to your knowledge. Nobody needs to. Anyway. Also, I put you guys back on the little two-handed stabilizer. That would help if I maybe turn the screen a little bit, or even actually just pulled you up here so you can see a little bit inside the box. Now, here you go. Here is my brand new monitor. Now, this thing, although it's tiny, because it is theoretically tiny, it's only 25 inches, which we must be like, oh, it's 25 inches, and yes, for this monitor class, or not that monitor class, this monitor resolution, the ultra-wide, 21:9, that is pretty, actually, tiny. Here is an HDMI cable, because I believe it's only HDMI, a couple of screws to take things off, so I'll put this together in a little bit. And that mount of some kind of the other way. Okay, yeah. But this is, it's certainly a little bit tinier compared to the other monitors in terms of raw size, but two things. One, it's the same number of vertical pixels that my 24-inch monitor already has. Yeah. So, I'm not actually losing out on anything. Two, if I have space for it, I don't actually lose anything. I have enough ports and enough graphics power to actually plug in all 3 monitors. Yeah. We can rock some serious power with this bad boy. So I'm going to take the next little while to both construct the thing and figure out a solution of how exactly it is I want to do this. I have an idea. Let's go do it. Well, here's the new setup. So let's just move from left to right. So I just took the speakers off the little thing, plugged in a cord now over here, so I moved one of the cables into the desk that was over there so that I could actually move it all the way over here and power it here, and I just raised it up on more books. This, for the moment, is just on top of the little adapter system for the stereo itself, running actually a really cool feature, which I'll get to in a second. And then I have the little monitor that I used to have before, and last but not least, the brand new ultra-wide monitor all the way up here on the little stand that I used to have before, with my little SD card reader, instead of being on the desk now, actually over top, so that I could actually use this space down below for other things. And yes, it's dusty and I need to clean, but for the moment it's okay. Now, as I was mentioning, one nice feature here is that I am able to completely rearrange all of my things. So let's close out of this test footage here that I was doing a little while ago, and open vlog day from a few days ago. Yeah, save changes, that's fine. So it'll open the thing and put my window in the wrong place. Wonderful. This didn't actually save because it was an old footage thing. Right. Okay. So this is actually the new way I have my main monitor laid out for Premiere. If you'll notice, I have my entire bottom section except for the audio meters. Now, yeah, see the audio meters still pop over there, but it's just now my timeline. This can be really useful, having a really long timeline when I get. It's not that useful for the vlogs, but when I get to editing more demanding projects like that, I should have loaded that sampler video from yesterday, to be honest. But now I would have to rearrange the sequencing or the layout again, so let's not. But then I have up here, because this is kind of nice. Instead of having to page through everything back in this corner over here, I now have my effects laid out over here, which I can just get to. My history panel, which is a really nice feature. And my 2 mini video monitors. But those aren't that crucial. Because if you look over here, this is a full at-res view of whatever I have over here. So if I click over here on my little other preview monitor over here, it'll jump me back over to where I am. So it's just like these are the 2 little views over here, and then switching back and forth in the windows like this will change the feed over here. Which is just really neat. And it allows me to have a little bit more of an inline editing experience. Because what I usually do is like, I usually go over here and I'm editing in a window and I might tab into the window so that I can see it full screen, and then I'll tab out. But then I don't get to see my timeline. If I'm editing clips full screen over here, I don't get to see my timeline when I'm bumping things in. But no more. Like if I'm editing something and I bump it in, I'll see it change over here, but I can still watch completely full screen at resolution because this is 1080p here. And then this monitor, while this is a very old monitor, it's still a nice little monitor here to have my little bins, because I can just have my bins up here real nice. Where's the text thing gonna pop up? Oh, the text thing takes over the entire monitor too. That's funny. I didn't actually realize that until now. This is the first time I've ever heard a text box. But yeah, that's actually kind of funny. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm going to apparently head to bed soon, judging by how tired my brain is feeling right now. Got a few more bits of work I need to do tonight, but I think this vlog has been long enough. My first co-op interview and all that fun stuff. Plus, if I cut this off here, I can actually go edit some of this on my new console and just kind of play around with it and see how it works. I'm not exactly liking how high this is, but it's nice because it comes over this, especially when I actually sit up, and I'm not like leaning back with a camera in my face, because I'd be sitting more like here, which is why I can actually see my start menu on this, because this is my main monitor technically. But yeah, this is actually pretty neat, because also this one is kind of nice as well because it's not that demanding. Because in reality, I was using this and that other monitor, which I've pretty much retired because it started to die. Like the LED just wouldn't work anymore, so I would have no idea if it was on or not. But I was really using these for the same purpose. And sure, I could pull a video up on that, but now I have 2 other monitors if I wanted to watch a video where I could do that on as well. Especially this one, because this one's at resolution. So I can be working over here and then doing this over here, and then maybe, I don't know. Like I could have a YouTube video playing over here when I'm done, and I'm rendering something over here, and I can just watch my renders on here and actually be working on something else completely up here. Because this is kind of just, I don't work off this. I just kind of use it more of as a display. Well, I mean, it is a display, but like just for small things that don't require full money. Okay, stop yawning. I'm gonna go to bed. But I'm gonna edit this first. It's not actually that late. It's only 11 o'clock. Whatever.